Were you a little surprised when it was Amanda? I mean, I think that was probably she said that night, I want the title next. I think we all looked at each other and thought, well, that's not going to happen. And then it did happen. Were you a little surprised that she was the name that came to you?
Not really. Considering Ronda wasn't ready, I felt like she was definitely up there, and I think that there's a reason she's undefeated. There's a reason why 8 of her 9 wins are first round finishes. There's a reason why she's ranked number 4 in the world, and I think she's a very viable contender. So.
I think the book is that she's dangerous early and then try to get her late, which would seem to favor you. Obviously, you're very good in the late rounds. Is that the way you see it as well?
Right. I know that's a tendency in the past of hers. It seems that she definitely hits a wall in fights. But I think it would be a really piss-poor game plan to count on someone just getting tired. Honestly. So I have to assume that she's making changes. She's making those proper adjustments. She's adding things that she needs to her camp to get her conditioning and cardio where it needs to be. I'm looking at her as a well-rounded fighter, and a fighter like she is the first round. We're preparing like that's going to be for 5 rounds, and we'll be prepared either way.
Were you disappointed at all that Ronda wasn't ready, or that maybe it wasn't a rematch? Or, I mean, it seemed like this is a high-profile card, but maybe those would have been more high-profile matchups. Were you disappointed at all that maybe one of those two didn't happen?
No, not disappointed. There's still time, and I'd rather make sure it's the right time, and she's not ready now, so, she's not really a focal point for me even at this moment in time, so if we avoid the Ronda questions. Just throwing it out there, it's like I'm not even focused on her at the moment. Amanda Nunes, I believe, is going to be a great challenge for me. I hope that I go out there and have the best win of my career, but I'm prepared for always a knockdown, drag-out, barn-burning fight. And I think Amanda's going to be a very good challenge. And I think this fight's going to show more people why she deserved to be where she's at. I think a lot of people see her as kind of like not really deserving of this, and I'm sure she's training really hard. I'm sure she really wants this, and like you get a fiery Brazilian woman in there like that really wants to take that belt, and I don't think that's anything to scoff at, and I don't think it's anything to discredit or discount or undermine or overlook. I don't want to make that mistake. I've been seeing a lot of UFC belts changing hands recently, and I don't want that to happen to me. So I want to make sure that I'm prepared for the best Amanda Nunes that we've seen yet.
I guess just one round of question. I mean, would you be disappointed? Even though you said I just wonder. I mean, because there's people speculating she might never fight again. Like, where's her head at? And I just wonder, for you personally, like, would you be disappointed if you didn't ever get that fight to get one more chance at it? Would you feel like you missed something?
I would be disappointed if she doesn't come back, if I don't get that opportunity. I definitely would be. There would be something like a void that didn't feel like it got to get filled. So I hope that is not the case. But if it is, life goes on, and there's still a lot of great things that I feel like I have yet to accomplish regardless.